they catch and they're full of love. Shelter dogs from across the country are showing off their skills in a competition to capture our hearts. It is Doggie Games 2020. Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Lizarraga.
And I'm Colton Bradford, coming to you socially distanced from Natalie. I'm at the MSPCA at Nevins Farm in Methuen, Massachusetts, where there is plenty of room for these shelter dogs to run around and have some fun, and that is what today is all about. Nat, I know you're thrilled to be in the studio, but you're missing out on the action here on the farm.
I don't know how I got this part of this job. It doesn't seem fair, but you are absolutely right. We are very excited to bring you possibly the cutest contest that we could think of. You're about to see dogs from all over the U.S. be simply athletic, silly, downright adorable. Shelters at NBC stations across the country are part of this action, showcasing adoptable pups. They're playing easy games and they're expressing their little spunky personalities. It's all friendly competition because, you know, we are the real winners. It's for us because we get to bask in all these delightful dogs.
That is the truth, and you know, it's the kind of escape that I feel like we could all use right now, and not for nothing, it's for an amazing cause. To encourage adoption and, you know, finding forever homes for animals in need is a special mission for the NBC Universal family. Every year we hold the nationwide Clear the Shelters campaign in August, and this year, you ready for this? More than 130,000 animals were adopted and more than $500,000 were raised for shelters. Not bad, Matt.
That is a lot of happy families and happy people out there because of those dogs. So we figured, you know, why stop there? We hope the dogs that you see today will get you thinking about maybe opening your own doors to a brand new best friend. So let's get started. Colton, you had a chance to meet these dogs, right?
I did, that's right. I went to another MSPCA, the MSPCA-Angell in Boston's Jamaica Plain neighborhood, and let's just say I fell in love with a few of our furry athletes. Three dogs, three games. Let's meet the contestants. And let's meet the coach and my sideline commentator, Anna. Game one, let's go.
This is our agility course. So they are going to start by running up a ramp, and then they're going to have to weave through these cones. And then we have two tiny little jumps, and then they're going to round over into here into this super fun ball pit.
Now, Augie is very confident right now. Is that typical in Beagles?
It certainly is, especially for one like him. This is a really well-rounded dog.
Big celebration in the ball pit. I think he made the Beagle fans very proud. Wow. A lot of excitement on the course.
Oh, there she goes.
And, oh. Can she do it?
Let's give her a second shot. You know, she's so short, I think you could even lift her and put her in.
We're hearing from the judges right now who are saying that technically it was a foul, but they are going to let it fly because she's too cute.
I could not support that more.
Yep. Thank you, judges.
Olroy is a great example of the animals that we have here too, because he is just one of the animals with medical needs that we've treated and adopted out during COVID.
Even with the injury, he jumps. Yeah! Next challenge, how many treats can you catch in 30 seconds? Tastes like chicken. Olroy, put your game face on. Okay, the judges are saying there could be a technicality because he's using his comb to also catch the treats. Could be a technicality, could also play in his favor. Off to a slow start so far.
What he lacks in coordination, he makes up for in softness. It's fine.
It's true. A goose egg. It's okay, Augie.
That's all right.
She's trying.
Getting closer.
It's all about the effort.
Yep. It's our fault. We named her Swiffer. She thinks she's supposed to pick stuff up off the floor.
It's true. Her job is to swift things up, and she did just that. Way to go, Swiffer. How many sits can Olroy get in that 30 seconds? Look at that form too, guys. Other dogs are gonna have to take note, even with the injury, using it to his advantage. Oh, way to go, Olroy. this is the one that she was really looking forward to.
I think so. Look at her, she knows how to sit.
She knows how to sit.
You can't.
Time. How did we do? 5 sits. He's got great form here. Yep, off to a good start.
He really plays it cool here.
I mean, the pressure of the games is just through the roof right now.
It's tremendous.
You can cut the tension with a dog biscuit. All right, anything that you would like to say to your fans? Oh, any smack talk that you would like to say to the other contestants? Thank you so much for your time. I mean, how can we pick a clear winner today?
I mean, I think they all won. They all got treats, they all win in hugs and snugs, and I'm a proud coach today.
Okay, Nat, before we move along with the show, can we just talk about old Roy for a second with his little cast? Didn't slow him down. He's got the MVP trophy in my heart.
Oh my goodness, I want to take them all home. That was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. So amazing to hear about all the work that the MSPCA is actually doing. They've treated more than 10,000 animals with medical needs last year, plus they distributed more than 500,000 pet meals to members of the community who are kind of just having a hard time feeding their furry loved ones.
Yeah, you know, it could be making pet care really tough with the pandemic right now, so it's nice to know that there's a little help out there if you search for it. And COVID has also changed the adoption process as well, so check with the shelter in your area to learn the safe and socially distant procedure for meeting and taking home your new pet.
All right, we've been in Boston and now we're heading just a little bit south. We're going to Madison, New Jersey, where Paul Costabile of New York Live got to meet some very good boys and girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch out, because the dogs at St. Hubert's are ready for a serious competition where their drive, athleticism, and passion will be tested. We start here at the St. Hubert's Arena, where these puppies will play the ultimate and, quite frankly, cutest soccer game. Before the doggy games begin, let's meet some of our players. BALTO, he's playful and bitey. If you get bit by BALTO, it's not your fault though. It's BALTO! Barney, as you can see, loves to give kisses. I love you, you love me, and Barney loves us all. Meet Bliss, the sportiest one around. That's right, she's excited and ready to get on the field. And the ball's in, the game is off. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, they're off. Ooh, we got squeaky balls entering the field. Squeaky balls is gonna be a new level of play. Now these guys have been training for months for this exact feat. This is the puppy games. He's going down the midfield. He's going down. The goal's wide open. I think it's so close to a goal. Mama, the referee, enjoying the game from the sidelines. No red or yellow cards from Mama referee so far. You know, this is a big effort for these guys. Nothing like a nice break on the lawn here near the field. Red flag. All right. You know what? Okay, fine. I'll let you have that one, but it's a warning. Oh, he's hopping through. It's a goal! Bacon for a goal! And he got a piece of bacon out of the deal. Bacon with the game-winning score. An incredible match here. A dog day afternoon, some would say. Now it's time to up the ante with the big boys in a trick competition. This is a state-of-the-art trick course, as you can see here. Time for the trick competition with Mr. Mike.
Mike is a mix of a Border Collie, Quiche Hound, and Akita. We rescued him approximately 3.5 years ago.
He's up on his pedestal. 1 ring over the neck, 2 rings over the neck, 3. Owner and dog in perfect harmony over the bar. Boom! Like he's done it before, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Mike likes playing a variety of songs from the Billy Joel album's greatest hits. Scenes from a doggy restaurant. Mr. Mike with a great round there, and he's waving. Mr. Mike is a dedicated competitor. He knows he looks good, he knows how to do these tricks, and he does them in style.
Jax is a 3-year-old standard poodle. He is 80 pounds, and he is a trick dog champion.
Jax, a fierce competitor, ready for some tosses from Anita. 3 rings, perfect form. That's a perfect head tilt, taking that mat down in style. Beautiful nose technique. Over the bar, boom, boom. Oh, and he's through the ring of fire. Frank Sinatra said, doobie doobie doo. Jax says, poodle oodaloo. And a nice wave to Anita at the end there. 2 pals competing at the ultimate level of trick. All right, who are we kidding? In the end, all dogs are winners, especially when they find a good home.
Thanks, Paul. Those tricks were so impressive, and those puppies, are you kidding me? I want to take them all in my arms, as many as I can fit on my lap.
I know, same. I want to play puppy soccer immediately. A big thanks to our friends at WNBC and to St. Hubert's Animal Shelter for those great games. And we also want to remind you too, if you don't live near Madison, New Jersey, don't sweat it. There are tons of animals that are up for adoption in your communities. Just pick up the phone and call your local animal shelter. Nat?
And coming up, canine competition keeps working its way south. We are headed just outside of Philly to find some of their top dogs.
And then we're going to DC. Tails will be wagging as the tournament continues. You're watching the Doggie Games 2020 on NBC.
To the Doggie Games 2020. I'm Natalie Lizaraga.
And I am Colton Bradford, coming to you from the MSPCA at Nevins Farm in Methuen, Massachusetts. We hope that you are having as much fun as Nat and I are watching these shelter dogs from across the country play in some pretty precious games, right, Nat?
I'm so jealous that you are outside right now.
Yeah. And we should also say thank you to the NBC stations and shelters who came up with all the games to bring out the best in their pups. We hope that it encourages everyone to adopt.
Yeah, we really do. We don't want you to forget, just because you don't live near one of these shelters that we're showing you, you definitely can contact your local shelter and see what lovely animals. There are plenty that are just probably sitting there waiting for you. All right, let's recap some of the action so far. First, we went to Boston, where agility, catching, and sitting were all put to the ultimate test. And then we were off to New Jersey. There's some incredible tricks and some puppies who are probably, if I could guess, gonna go pro.
And now we're going to head just outside Philly. Our friend Sheila Watko from NBC 10 Philadelphia, take it away.
I'm here at the Brandywine Valley SPCA, where the Doggie Games are about to commence. Let's meet our competitors. Playful Mimi is a fun, outdoors-loving girl who enjoys long walks, tennis balls, and playing fetch. Good boy Charlie loves a good time, especially if it involves chasing tennis balls and getting some pets. Rescued from an overcrowded shelter, Crockett is a handsome young man looking for a family to show him love and give him a new leash on life. Round 1 is a lure run obstacle course. Dogs will chase a lure while jumping hurdles and running through a tunnel. What Charlie and Mimi lack in skill, they certainly make up for in enthusiasm. And Crockett is teaching us that if you don't like the rules, you can make your own. Round 2 is a classic game of fetch. We know that Mimi and Charlie love fetch, and as expected, they are taking this challenge by storm. It looks like Crockett may also have a new favorite game. All right, Mimi, you got one round left. Competition is rough today. How are you feeling? To close out the Doggie Games, we're hunting for buried treasure. A squeaky toy is hidden somewhere in this hay. Can our champion pups find it? Superstar Mimi is successful. Charlie is off to a slow start, but after a brief rest, he is victorious.
Look what you're sitting on. Oh, there you go.
And once again, Crockett gets creative. When he's sick of searching, he finds his own treasure. I'd say all 3 of our pups were winners at today's Doggie Games, and all 3 are available for adoption at the Brandywine Valley SPCA. As you can see, they are very cute. They could find a forever home as soon as today, but you can come over and meet all of their furry friends to find your new forever family member.
Thanks, Sheila. You know, Colton, I knew this was gonna happen. I'm having so much fun watching these dogs.
Right? I feel like before we move on, we should give a big shout out to our producers and the teams from the shelters who came up with all of these competitions, because I'm obsessed. The treasure hunt was awesome.
I know, I want to try that with my own dog, even though I know the results will be disappointing.
All right, let's keep our puppy party on the move. This time we are headed to DC, the Humane Rescue Alliance. They have some must-see sweeties. Here's Joe from the shelter to introduce them.
This is Joe. I'm in the behavior department. We're coming to you from Washington, D.C. at the Humane Rescue Alliance. We're an open access shelter, and we provide services to people and animals in the community, including adoption, field services, behavior and training, foster, and more.
Starting on the agility course, first up, we have Huck. Okay, now it doesn't look like this is Huck's first rodeo, and with a little coaching, Huck completes the course, and I love the jump at the end there.
Next, we have Thurber. Thurber coming in hot out of the gate. Makes a quick work of the tubes, now over to the hurdles. Thurber for the win, clocking in at 11.9 seconds. Well done.
And now, into our final event, the tail wag.
Each dog will have 20 seconds to get as many wags as they can, and Candy off to a great start with her walk-in wag approach. Oh, looks like Candy's taken a water break. Oh, this is mid-match. It's gonna cost her. Candy finishes with 26 wags.
Next up, we have LA. Now, LA is opting to lay down while she wags. Let's see if that plays to her advantage.
Shaking slow and steady approach, edges out Candy with 27 wags. Way to go, LA.
And what would a Doggie Games be without an award ceremony? These good boys and girls, they certainly deserve a reward, right? Or maybe two, for their winning performances today. Way to go, guys.
Thank you from the Humane Rescue Alliance in DC. We hope to see you soon.
The agility course is pretty popular too today, but I gotta say the tail wags, those have been my favorite, giving me all the warm and fuzzy feels. Big thanks to our friends from NBC4 Washington and to the Humane Rescue Alliance. Nat, I gotta tell you, I feel the urge happening. I might become a dog dad by the end of this show.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll be in charge of your puppy shower. I'm really good at that. I actually hope that everyone is getting that urge that you have to adopt. But right now, you know what we have to do, Colton.
What's that?
We have to go out west, baby. The Doggie Games are branching out from the East Coast. Up next, we're going to Chicago, where some darling dogs are going to do their best in the Midwest.
And then we travel down to Texas to see pups do their thing in Dallas. The Doggie Games 2020, they're heating up, and we'll be right back.
I'm Natalie Lizaraga.
And I am Colton Bradford, and as promised, I have made a friend. Natalie, you better watch out. I might have a new co-host here. This is Betty. She's one of the sweet shelter dogs here at the MSPCA at Nevins Farm. Nat, I wish you were here, but I gotta say, I'm in good company right now.
Listen, Betty can have my job any day. She is so adorable. Okay, so far, you know, we went to Boston. They showed us that you could sit, catch, and clear obstacles. Jersey Dogs showed us their talents, and we saw the puppy perfection. Then we traveled just outside the city of brotherly love, where catching and sniffing were some of the skills that were on display. Now down in DC, tail wagging and tunnels kept our cuddly competitors busy.
Yeah, and hey, remember, this contest, it is all about one thing: companions, right, Betty? We hope people all across the country will see how sweet these dogs are and be inspired to adopt, either from, you know, shelters featured here or from the ones in their local communities.
I know, it is so fun to watch, but it's all part of NBC Universal's efforts to clear the shelters, and 2020 is definitely a great year to do it. After months of isolation and everything else that is going on in the world, we could all use comfort from a dog, from a pup.
Oh my gosh, that is the truth. Now we're taking the games to Illinois, where NBC5 Chicago and Chicago Animal Care and Control, they teamed up with us to have a little more excitement. Here's Courtney and Matthew from Chicago today.
Welcome to the Doggie Games,
Chicago edition. Today, Courtney, we have the best of the best, the strongest of the strong, and the slobberiest of the slobberiest.
You could feel the energy out here, folks. It is going to be intense. Woo! Ha!
Okay, so take us through this vigorous course the dogs are about to experience.
All right, so they're gonna start off, run straight to the first pool, jump straight out through the hoop, down the course, around the cones. They come around the bend, and then they're gonna jump into the final pool, end with a big splash, and then they're rewarded with a large bowl of treats.
It's time to get ready for the games.
Sounds
Let's
good.
do it.
Let's do it.
All right, first up, we've got Lucy.
Lucy.
Looking spry.
Here she goes. Ready, set, go! There she goes.
Yeah.
Oh, she is nimble.
She's going around
Nimble,
the
smart.
cones.
Go,
around the
Lucy.
cones.
Go, Lucy. Now,
Oh.
Lucy is one of the top animals here at this shelter.
And 6 years old, you said. Lot of energy, lot of
Courtney,
energy.
you would never know it looking
Oh
at
my
her. The way she
goodness.
runs around that field, leaps for joy. leaps for joy.
Just sheer joy, Matthew. Just sheer joy.
She's a regular Michael Phelps when she hits the water.
Look at that. And she is looking for
Oh,
more,
look at this.
More balls, more treats. And now we have Plumpers. On your mark, get set, go.
Bring it on, Plumpers.
Oh, Plumpers
dives into the pool. Look at that.
Pool.
Oh, take a look. She's taking a break, thinking about it.
She's getting a little
Swimming. Look at the
comfortable.
backstroke. That backstroke is wonderful. She did do synchronized swimming at one point. She has a history.
Went around the ring, and that's okay too, Plumpers.
There is
Anything
no rules
goes
on
here.
that is right. There are no rules on this field.
There she goes, Plumpers.
The speed of light. I would have called her lightning.
Yes.
Oh!
Not disoriented at all by the crazy sprinkler.
Did you see the way her
Oh,
she jumped on the chair
on
with
the
pride,
chair.
looking for the treats. She will not be fooled. She knows where they are. Next on the field, we have Bonnie. Ready, set, go! Slow to move, that's for sure. She's avoiding that water like the plague. The hoop is her friend, though. Look at that. She's going to get a good score for going through that hoop.
She does have a ton of energy. She's 2 years old. She is looking for a home, very motivated to get a home.
What I love about her is that pink bandana. You can't miss her on the field.
She is
She's
a
looking
sweetheart,
sharp
you can
out
tell
there.
that. But she does not want to ruin her hairdo.
And Lucy is our winner. Thanks for joining us for the Chicago Doggie Games.
Thanks, guys, and congrats, Lucy. What a good girl. But it was that kiddie pool. Colton, it looks like you could probably use one right now.
Yeah, let me tell you, the dog that didn't want to get out of the kiddie pool, that's me right now. The sun is coming down, but we're having some fun. But I do have some news to share, Nat. I am sad to say we're down to our last set of games.
No, say it ain't so. But we do have a cool stop. We're going to Texas, where Dallas Animal Services and our friends at NBC5 DFW are heating up the competition. Or should we say they're frying it up, because bacon is in the mix now.
All right, hold on. You had me at bacon. I'm sure that the dogs love it. I do too. Take a look.
I'm Brian Curtis, and our doggy game started with the tastiest competition. Bobbing for bacon.
Oh, I know.
Shreds first goes for the puppy kisses.
Let's do this.
Before it's time to get serious. He may have been representing Team Yellow, but Shreds seems to prefer orange. And of course, showing off for the camera will always get the judges on your side.
Good job.
The win goes to Shreds. There was also bubble bopping and bowling before the doggy games moved inside for the peanut butter polish. However, Duke decided the message was too important.
The happy looks on the adopters' faces.
Whitney Hansen with Dallas Animal Services says now is the perfect time to add to your family.
As a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people are working from home or working partially from home. And so it's been a great time for them to bring a pet into their household. And, we hope that that continues.
And if you're not quite ready to adopt, Dallas Animal Services is always looking for fosters.
So we always need fosters, and our foster volunteers take dogs, cats, puppies, kittens into their homes, and they keep them temporarily to provide them a little extra care or a little socialization, or to help us learn a little bit more about them and help them match with their perfect family.
Now back to the games and the peanut butter polish. This is Chico, who you could say licked the competition. Although on a hot Texas day, the biggest win of all comes in the form of a dip in the water. I'm Brian Curtis at NBC5 and DFW. Now back to you.
All right, thanks, Brian and Dallas Animal Services. Nat, I don't know if it's possible for us to pick an MVP, if you will, a best in show. What do you think?
No, you're right. There is no way we could pick from these dogs. Those little guys are all winners in my book, and we hope that they were also winners for you, winning us over with their sweetness.
Yeah, no doubt, a sweetness overload today.
It really was, and you can find a dog like that at your local shelter. If you'd like to adopt, don't forget, they're not the only ones who need homes. There are more animals out there that also need some love.
Yeah, and hey, thanks to all the shelters for participating and to our NBC stations, and thanks to you for watching. We hope that you had as much fun as we did in this.
So much fun. All right, guys, that's it for us. And don't forget, adopt, don't shop.